Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So Army's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. The Army-Navy game is always full of twists. Last year, just a week after the Black Knights of the Hudson had won the American Conference Championship, a resurgent Navy squad with emphasis took the victory in America's game.
Yeah, Navy put up points early and often and made Army throw the football. And Jesse, we know how that goes. This is not a throw team like that. Neither one of these teams want to throw the ball consistently. Army with 3 picks a year ago because they got put in that situation. I bet they're going to be focusing on that today.
Yeah, there are some games where Army throws the ball just 3 times a game. 3 interceptions, that was the difference. You know what you're going to see in this one. It's triple option Navy, triple option Army. And which defense does a better job playing assignment football and shutting that down?
Sometimes you might be tempted to get a little tricky there. You got a quarterback, he can fall forward, he can move the chains. Just do that.
I agree, because if I can't get short yardage situations with the quarterback sneak, I don't deserve to win anyways. So I better be able to tough them up, get a little bit of push, and get the yardage.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the fullback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's give a little context to where Army is. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
So the Navy midshipman offense comes out, and they'll try to put together their first drive of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hutchinson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Still on his feet at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Navy!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they certainly finished it in style with a 71-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. try to pick up the first down, running the read to the right. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And how about that on 3rd and long? I think everybody in this place thinking pass, right? Drop back and play pass. Well, who has the quarterback? Like, a lot of times in these man-to-man, 3rd down and long situations, nobody has him. Look at that. Runs the option to perfection, keeps the football, and gets the first down.
And the Black Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll keep it himself. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Black Knights will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Turning it on! Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. To the air. It's Horvat. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. It's Kent. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Being right at the 50-yard line, I think the head coach is sensing a huge opportunity to score points here. I know 4th and 3, it's not great odds, but they're able to dial up a perfect play to keep this drive going. And now at this point, you're thinking points are on the horizon.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15. Yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter,
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, midshipman. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? It's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sends it back in motion. Here's the handoff. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on first and 10 from the 27. Now on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period, first down here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They try to get it outside on the left. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Black Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. The short hand. It's Fortner. And he's dragged down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Guys, they call this America's game because no matter who you root for, you're captivated by this.
Well, and this is just one of those games I think always just stands out just because of the way it looks, right? It's all the uniforms in the stands. It's the pageantry. It's the history.
There he goes!
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Black Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. The give headed toward right tackle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On the option. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. They booted away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown there?
Boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got his man quickly. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
A designed run for the quarterback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This rivalry started in 1890 when Dennis Mikey, for whom the stadium at West Point is named, talked Navy into playing a game and the Mids blew him out.
And since that first blowout, obviously this has been an unbelievable rivalry. So many things about it, honoring the fallen, the march on, the battle of the bands. So many of these things have gone back and forth. But Jesse, the football is phenomenal. Old school offenses that will hit you right in the mouth.
It's pretty cool, too, when you think about the history of this rivalry, because back in the day, these were two of the best programs in college football. There have been national championships. There have been Heisman trophies. Not necessarily the same thing today, but when you think about great rivalries in the sport, this is it right here.
That's caught. It's Smith. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air, it's Horvat. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Navy! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. They'll give it to the back. Got room to work. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really good-looking run, and when you play Army, you know these guys offensively, they are always so dialed into their rushing attack. Everybody understands their assignment and responsibility. It doesn't matter if they're running the option. It doesn't matter if they're doing it out of the spread. They know who they need to block, and as a defense, you better limit your mental errors, or you're going to have a hard time slowing this rushing attack down.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Howard. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Third and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Finds the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Black Knights are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll pull it on the read. Guided out of bounds at the... good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but third and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. Touchdown, Black Knights. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run in the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Horvath. It's complete on the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Hutchinson. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Again, defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Navy now facing 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Kent. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Quarterback keeper. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Navy quick to the line. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kent. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Got a man. It's Smith. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. Got it in the middle. It's Kent. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Kent. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Navy.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, we're 2 quarters from finding out who's going to sing second, and already Army and Navy have hit some high notes. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Army and Navy plays out.
And the Black Knights will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Horvat. Buys a little time with his feet. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Navy searching for a 4th down conversion. Looks as if he's going to run it. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, they set the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
Want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Luis. They're sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. The option look, the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Turning it on! Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback. Just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Black Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Wide open downfield. Kearney on the Jets. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Army! Getting aggressive here and going for two.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Navy offense. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. From the gun, running back on the move. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking for a man. It's Horvath. Quickly complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
The defensive line just is not physical enough against the run. Too many guys getting pushed around. Too many guys not playing with great gap integrity. And the linebackers aren't able to fill. That's been a problem in trying to stop this running game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Hutchinson. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, 2 set of downs.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay...
Touchdown, midshipman! Anchors away as Navy has pushed out this lead and smooth sailing ahead for the midshipmen.
How about Navy handling this moment? This is a huge moment. Obviously, only show went down. Everybody cheering for you. The weather's always awful. Navy's done a great job executing, taking advantage of some Army mistakes, and they got the lead, Palmer.
A big opportunity, obviously, for Navy's program, but also doing it on a national stage. They have come out, and they have dominated Army. They're executing better. They've run the ball better. Defensively, they've been stout. This has been impressive.
Motion from the back. This quarterback part of their running game. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. A 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the big fullback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
And the Black Knights will send out the punt unit. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Navy will go back on the attack. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. To the ground with the back. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've reached a break, and Navy holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The midshipmen come to the line facing third and short. Dropping back, it's Horvath. Looking to the big tight end. Connection to the right. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Finds his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Navy! And the beatdown has ensued. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Caught behind the line. It's Reed. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The Black Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Got his man on the right. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's short. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what they've got on second down. Off the play fake. Floating away. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
Gets the back moving. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
That's an interesting call going play action on third and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Horvath. Firing to the right, complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Bully ball on third and short. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open. Just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And he dropped it, just didn't put the thing all the way in. And the Black Knights will punt this one away. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
So Navy beats Army, and it is tradition for the victors as both teams sing their alma mater. The victors sing second, and that honor will go to the midshipmen. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
vigorous and competitive regular season, we are ready for the American Conference Championship game. One team walks out of here with a trophy. Welcome to beautiful Annapolis, Maryland, and the home field of the Navy midshipmen. As we'll see a squad from the American, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on the 12th-ranked team, the Navy midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. He tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the Mids offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it, and now one final showdown, Kirk. And one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs, and also you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
The offense now operating in empty. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Smith. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Caught for the receiver. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Handoff here from the shotgun. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Brought down, but it's the line to gain.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback.
It's a fumble. Scooped up with the defense.
When the snow's coming down like this, the ball carrier has got to do a better job of holding on to that football. His instincts as a runner try to get those big yards, but as you see, take care of the ball, chances are it's going to slip out of your hands for a turnover.
So hang on here. We've got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. Takes the handoff. It's Hawkins. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. The offense going with the hurry up.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Hawkins. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Caught quickly. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Good enough for first down yardage.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
First down and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. 2nd down play coming up for this offense.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And we're able to move the sticks. Set up now, first down at the 34. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout and then check him out. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. No huddle now for the offense. They'll run it here. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Critical moment in this conference championship. 10th play of the drive. 3rd down and short. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Screen to the wide receiver. A quick juke to get free. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal. Very efficient on 3rd down, and now it's 1st down and goal. And here's the handoff. Powering through a tackle. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Mean Green. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference.
Drives like that are like a great painting, slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion, just masterful execution on that drive.